guess the Volta sensation, man. He's a national sensation, of course, but you know, he's Voltarized the rap thing, and he's show some love, man. Well, we'll be talking to him soon. I'm sure you know who I'm talking about, but take a look at this clip.
Get the music, hip hop to reggae, hip hop to reggae, hip hop to reggae, nature, shit, and they get to rise, feel the vibe, get up. This is for the ghetto youth, not afraid to stand for the truth. Let me see your light test up. I need to go right, I need to go right. They get to walk right one day, and they get to walk right one day, and they get to walk right one day, and they get to arise, they get to arise.
That fantastic clip was called Get to Arise, and I have the man who made this song, the man formerly known as Edem. Show some love, man. I hear you dropped the big part.
Yeah.
It's now Edem.
Yeah, it's now Edem. Yeah.
The last time you were here, I asked you why you picked it, and you explained it. You gave me a very interesting explanation.
Yeah. The last time I was here, I made it clear that Edem was for me to try to take the venom from the offense people take when they are called Aigbe before. Because the Volta Regime as an album was a statement, you know. But moving on to the next album, which I just released, Mass Production, I was changing brand direction. I was beginning to do Get to Arise, which is Jamaican driven, which is English, which people didn't know about me. And I was also trying to expose people to another part of my art that they didn't know. And then I spoke to a few elderly people, and the history of the name is derogatory. So then I had to change it. Yes.
The history is derogatory?
Yes, because before I was supposed to be the Gans. It stems from the history where an Ewe king ran into exile in a Ghana king's land. The Ghana king was called Niayi. And when the Ewe messengers were sent to go and capture him from exile, the Ghana king refused to let him go, clearly stating that for him an Ewe brother is like a Ghana brother. And in the messengers going back to relay the information, they wanted to say Niayi has refused. In Ewe, when you say Gbe, it means refused. And so they said, Aigbe, the people refuse. Niayi's people refused to release our king. So they were referring to the Gans. So it's supposed to be for the Gans. So that is the reason why people who know the history properly take offense. And so I felt that in trying to promote our culture properly and moving the music out of Ghana, I had to stick with Edem and promote it well.
All right. So now it's strictly Edem.
Yep,
Edem,
get him.
Go get him. Edem, go get him.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So what's in the pipeline, man? What other things?
We've been putting out a lot of music. I released Get to Arise. We got nominated for a reggae song, and he also got nominated for the World Bank category, which is songs that champion causes in the country. We didn't win, but we got a certificate and some cash from the World Bank for supporting it. It's just an extension of my charity works from the Volta Regime Foundation, trying to use music to sensitize people to still drive themselves out of the ghetto. And we just recently put out a peace song called Warrior for Peace. We're about to raise funds and shoot a video for it. I'm recording 2 new artists, Odeshi and Salom, on the Volta Regime Music Group. And back in school, trying to get my degree and put out more music, videos on the way. Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Where?
Meridian. I was in Meridian pre-university, and then I had to defer to record my album. Because you know the funds, it doesn't matter if you're in school or not, you had to put in your all. So I took off from school, deferred for a year and a half, and now I'm back in school.
So you're back in school now? Yeah. That's beautiful. And what are you studying?
I'm studying marketing. I probably major in business administration in human resource. That's my first degree. Postgraduate, I might consider a law or something.
Fantastic. Yeah. And I noticed you do a lot of charity work, eh?
Yeah.
You've been donating to some leprosarium?
Yeah. My first album, I was probably in the shoes of everybody at a certain point in time. I lost my mom when I was very early, a few weeks to writing my BEC, and I lost my dad a few weeks to writing my SSC.
Wow.
So I'm the one person who has a fair idea what it is like to not have hope. And for me, I feel that it is hope that keeps people going in life. And once you go to somebody that you want them to borrow or lend you money, if they tell you they don't have it, it kills you. But if they tell you they'll see what they can do about it, it can make you see the next day and somebody else might give you that money, even if it's not them. So I just try to give people hope in a little way I can. So when I released Volta Regime, I helped a few people in my little way. Then I extended it to do Get to Arise as an extension. And we are putting together a few other things to do to support. Just this previous Saturday, I was on the Peace Now concert at the Independence Square to propagate peace to the kids. And for me, it's just what everybody can do, not waiting for the government to do it, and in our own little way. If you're home and somebody in your area is very brilliant, the person needs 1 cedi to go to school in the morning and you give it, you have the Volta Regime Foundation mindset. That's all there is to it. Yeah.
You mentioned, because I noticed you lost your mom at 13 and your dad at 16.
Yes.
Like 3 years apart.
Yeah.
How was that? I mean,
it was quite difficult. Shout outs to my sister. You're probably the strongest woman I've known. I lost both my parents at an early age, and she became a mom and a dad to me. And so I don't know how we pulled through it, but looking back, I think it's divine. Yeah, I can't spell it out, but I just think it's divine. And he also goes to tell me that if you're a parent out there and your kids have a talent, don't try to kill the talent, because no matter how much you secure your kids through education or whatever, no parent out there, a misfortune is not going to happen to you, but anything can happen. And it's only God-given things that can see your kids through life. So if you spot your kid with any God-given thing, try to let them harness it. So that if you are not there, just maybe if you are not there, it could take them through life. Yeah.
Wow. So during those times, you know, and your sister was there, who stepped in. Can you remember some of the toughest times and how you overcame those times, as you or as a family?
My sister and I were living in Sakumono. It was quite a Dadabi hood, but inside the house was extremely harsh, not because the people were mean, but because we had to survive and we had to try to find ways. She just came out of SS, was trying to get into GIJ when my dad passed away, and I was in SS, so it was quite difficult. Times where you have to go hungry all through the night, not get money to go to school. I was trying to do radio school. She would try extremely hard to raise money for me. You have to walk very long distances. I remember one point in time, I walked all the way from 37 to Coastal Estate, Sakumono.
Wow.
Yes, because he had to get home and it was late, and I was expecting a friend at 37 to...
And he didn't show up?
And he wasn't at home, you know, because you don't have a mobile phone to put a call through before you get there. So you have to continue your journey, and extremely hard times, but you had to keep it going. Go get them. You have to go get them.
And you've reached an area where you are not even comfortable enough to give back to society, or you're giving back anyway, whether you have it. What's your fascination with charity work? I
don't think anybody can get too comfortable before they give back, because the next time you're comfortable, you want an Aston Martin. The next time you're comfortable, you want a Prado. The next time you're comfortable, you want a private jet. The next time you're comfortable, you want a yacht on the Volta River. So I feel that at every point in time, giving back is about being sacrificial. So you have a full loaf and you break some for somebody. Wow. And just know that that is how it's supposed to be, because you can never get comfortable.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's show some love, man. Show some love. That's what we call the spiritual giving, man. Not giving because you have, or not giving because you want something back, but giving because it's a duty and an obligation to help those who are not as fortunate. Wow. Show some love, man. Fantastic. So, your final words to us in terms of go get them. What are you going to get next, man?
Well, to my fans, I keep saying I'm still a work in progress. So I always welcome all criticisms, but until the day I put my pen and paper down, I'm no longer going to record and do music. You guys can criticize me. We started this journey together, and we are going to see all the way through and make sure that the world responds to the fact that Ghana is a hub of good music and awesome talent. We have to be on the world map, and we'll go get them.
I love that. I love that. We'll go get them. Stick around. We'll be right back. This season, we're going to keep rocking and still be normal.
Hi, I'm Amma, and I'm chilling here with the king of primetime, KSM, on TGIF.
Only in Ghana, man. Give it up for you.